Hello, dear friends. Have you ever heard about someone passing away suddenly in their sleep and wondered what went wrong? Just yesterday, I read about a 71-year-old man, healthy the night before, laughing with his family as usual, and no one could have guessed he wouldn't wake up the next morning. His family was stunned, left asking why. He had no major illnesses, just an ordinary evening. It got me thinking, could there be something we're overlooking, tiny habits before bed that might quietly affect our health? I'm so glad to chat with you today, those of you past 70 or nearing that milestone. After 70, every day feels precious, and our health can be more fragile than we realize. Those little bedtime routines we barely notice might be putting strain on your heart, raising your blood pressure, or even leading to serious risks like strokes or heart attacks. In this conversation, we'll explore 4 habits you should steer clear of after 70. These are small things, maybe stuff you've done forever without a thought, but they could have a big impact on your health and how long you thrive. I'll walk you through each one, with simple ways to tweak them, so you can sleep better and wake up stronger every day. So stick with me, because a tiny change tonight might just keep those bigger troubles away tomorrow. Let's think about it. What did you eat last night before bed? Was it a hearty meal with rice, meat, or maybe a steaming bowl of noodles? The first habit I want to talk about is eating heavy meals too late at night. Lots of us love a late dinner. It might be an old habit or just feeling peckish before sleep. I get it. Back in the day, I'd eat late and sleep like a baby, no problem. But after 70, our bodies don't work the same. Your stomach slows down, digestion isn't as quick, and what you eat before bed can stir up trouble. I know a guy named Henry, 73, who dig into a big bowl of pho every night before bed. He said it filled him up, helped him sleep. But then he started complaining about waking up with heartburn, coughing fits in the middle of the night. He didn't realize that eating heavy so close to bedtime forces your body to work overtime digesting when it should be resting. Your stomach churns out acid, your heart beats faster than it should, and your blood pressure might spike, all raising the odds of a heart attack or stroke while you sleep. Plus, chronic acid reflux can weaken your throat over time, even leading to pneumonia, which can be really serious for us as we age. So if you're a late eater, try shifting things a bit. Have your last meal 3 to 4 hours before bed, giving your body time to settle. If you're hungry later, go light, a handful of nuts, a small banana, or a warm herbal tea. I swapped late snacks for chamomile tea once, and woke up feeling so much lighter. Just that little tweak lets your heart and stomach rest, helps you sleep deeper, and keeps those sneaky risks at bay. Talking about eating before bed, it reminds me of another habit just as common, drinking water or tea right before you hit the hay. Lots of us are told to stay hydrated for good health, and that's true, but gulping down too much before sleep is a different story. I think of Martha, 72, who'd drink a big glass of water every night because she didn't want to wake up thirsty. She thought it was good for her, but then she'd grumble about getting up 2 to 3 times to use the bathroom, even nearly tripping in the dark once. After 70, our bladders don't hold as well, our kidneys keep filtering all night, and even a little liquid can send you running. It sounds like a small bother, but it's trickier than that. Every time you get up, flip on the light, and stumble out of bed, your blood pressure can drop fast, making you dizzy or even fall. I heard about a 75-year-old lady who rushed to the bathroom one night, fell, and broke her arm, weeks in the hospital, all from that. Plus, waking up over and over keeps you from resting properly, leaving your mind foggy, your heart weaker, and over time, it might even hurt your memory. So how do you stay hydrated without the hassle? Drink plenty during the day, then ease off by evening. If you're thirsty before bed, just sip a little, no big glasses, and skip coffee or strong tea, they make it worse. I tried this, and now I sleep through the night, waking up sharp. A small shift like that makes a real difference. Speaking of sipping before sleep, it leads me to something else we all deal with, the room you settle into every night. But to keep our chat flowing, we'll dive into that in the next stretch. Speaking of sipping before sleep, it leads me to something else we all deal with, the room you settle into every night. Ever wake up feeling worn out, Your head heavy, even after plenty of hours in bed? It might not be too little sleep, but because your room's too warm. Lots of us love a cozy, toasty bedroom, especially on chilly nights. Thick blankets, maybe a heater humming, feels so nice, right? I used to think that way too, until I heard about George, 74. He loved keeping his room warm, around 78 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, with a big quilt to snuggle under. But he'd tell me he'd wake up sweating, tossing all night, and some mornings felt groggy instead of rested. Once, he even woke up short of breath, his heart racing out of nowhere. After 70, our bodies don't handle heat as well, sweating slows down, heat builds up easier, especially when we're asleep. When your room's too warm, your heart works harder to cool you off, stressing your system. That's extra risky if you've got heart issues or high blood pressure. I dug into it and found doctors say a warm room can thicken your blood, raising the chance of clots, strokes, or heart attacks at night, just like what happened to that 71-year-old man I mentioned earlier. Plus, high heat keeps your sleep shallow, not deep enough to recharge. So how do you rest well without hurting yourself? Experts say keep your room cool, around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. It sounds chilly, but it's perfect. I tried cracking a window, switching to lighter blankets, and honestly, I wake up feeling fresh, my mind clear. If you're worried about the cold, use breathable cotton layers or a small fan to move the air. A 78-year-old lady I know swears that since she cooled her room, she doesn't wake up in the night anymore. That little change lets your heart relax, your sleep deepen, and keeps those hidden dangers away. Talking about your bedroom, it brings me to something else just as important, how you lie down each night. How do you sleep? On your back, your side, curled up? We usually don't think twice, just settle in whatever feels good. But after 70, your sleep position isn't just about comfort, it can really affect your health. I remember Tom, 76, who always slept on his back because it felt right. His wife noticed he'd snore loud, sometimes stop breathing for a few seconds, then jolt awake. He figured it was just age, no big deal, but when he saw a doctor, they said he had sleep apnea, a real danger. Lying on your back lets your tongue and throat tissues sink down, partly blocking your airway. For us older folks, that doesn't just mean snoring, it cuts oxygen, forces your heart to work harder, and ups the risk of heart failure or a stroke in your sleep. I heard of another guy who slept on his back and woke up with headaches, tired all the time, because his blood wasn't flowing well. Then there's sleeping on your right side, feels cozy for some, but studies say it presses on your heart, making circulation tougher, especially if your heart's already weak. So I started paying attention to how I sleep. Doctors say lying on your left side is best. It helps your heart pump easier, boosts blood flow, and even cuts acid reflux if you get heartburn. I tried it, propping a pillow between my knees to ease my back, and it's a game changer, deeper sleep, no morning fuzziness. If you're a back sleeper, try a long pillow to keep you tilted, or lift your head a bit to breathe better. A 75-year-old friend of mine says since he switched to his left side, he doesn't snore anymore, and his wife sleeps better too. Just a small shift in how you lie can help you breathe right, keep your heart steady, and dodge those quiet nighttime risks. Thinking about lying down, it strikes me how all these things, eating, drinking, your room, your position, tie together to make your sleep safe or not. We've been on quite a journey together, looking at habits that seem so small but can shift your health after 70 in big ways. Remember that 71-year-old man I told you about at the start, an ordinary night, no one expecting it'd be his last? It makes me wonder, if he'd known about these habits, could things have turned out differently? Maybe so. Stuff like eating late and heavy, downing a big glass of water before bed, keeping your room toasty, or sprawling out on your back, they don't just mess with your sleep, they quietly pile stress on your heart, stomach, your whole body. I'm not here to scare you, just to help us see what's going on so we can tweak it, because health is everything at this age. Every night you head to bed, it's a chance for your body to rest, heal, and gear up for tomorrow. But if these habits get in the way, you might wake up drained, or worse, face risks none of us want. Let's think, do you see yourself in any of these stories? Ever eaten a big meal before bed and woken up with heartburn nagging at you? Or had too much water and found yourself up and down all night? Maybe you've woken up hot and sweaty because your room's too warm, or felt off in the morning from sleeping the wrong way. I've been there. I used to eat late, keep my room warm, and flop down however I landed. But once I started noticing, things changed. This morning I woke up light, clear-headed, just because last night I ate early, sipped less, ran a fan, and slept on my left side. I'm no expert, it's just little tips I picked up from doctors and wanted to pass along. You don't have to overhaul everything, just try a bit, move dinner up a few hours, sip instead of chug, cool your room down, tilt to one side. I bet you'll feel a difference right from tonight. What I love about chatting with you is that it's all up to us. After 70, our bodies might slow a bit, but we're not powerless. I know an 80-year-old lady who used to eat late and sleep in a hot room. Her daughter told her about the risks, so she started eating earlier, letting a fan hum, and now she says she's never slept better. Or take Jim, 75, he'd sleep on his back, snoring like a train. He switched to his left side with a pillow for support, and now he wakes up without that old tiredness. Stories like that make me believe we can still do something, no matter our age. You don't have to tackle it all at once, just pick one habit, see how it feels. Maybe tonight you'll go lighter on dinner or crack a window. I heard a guy say just changing how he slept made him feel years younger. These little shifts don't just keep trouble away, they give you a say over your health, and that feels so good at this stage. When I think about all this, I just want to say staying healthy past 70 isn't some big mystery. Every small tweak before bed is a gift to yourself, a deep sleep, a sharp morning, more good days with family and friends. I hope you feel that from our talk today and give it a shot tonight. Where'll you start? Drop a comment below and let me know, maybe you'll eat earlier or switch how you sleep. Reading those lights me up and keeps us going together. If this chat's helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone dear. Everyone deserves safe, strong sleep. Thanks for being here with me today. I can't wait to catch you next time. Wishing you a great night's rest tonight and a tomorrow full of life. You've earned it.